of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel cloud that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I know that moment divine when all the things you were are mine. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I know that moment divine when all the things you were are
Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I am Chris Klosterman, and I get to be your platform chair today. Today, our speaker is Rev Myra McFadden. She is a Unity minister, teacher, and former psychotherapist in the mental health field. As senior minister of Unity of Kansas City North for 15 years, her warmth and authentic approach to healing and transformation blends spiritual wisdom and social activism with love and practical insight that assists others to live wisely and well in challenging times. We are so excited for her message titled, Ignite the Fire Within. Be sure to stay for the workshop to dig deeper into that topic. Thank you for being with us. Yep. And we want to welcome our musicians today. We've got Nina, Angela, Don, Tom, and Trey. Ben is on vacation, and we welcome back Jason Wright. Thanks for being here. So everyone, welcome home to Unity Center of Cedar Rapids. We are glad you have joined us this morning. Please know that this community thrives with your presence and energy. If this is your first time here at UnityCR, welcome. Be sure to take a look at our welcome brochure to learn more. And to take a moment to please fill out our guest survey to connect with us. Scan the QR code now or place the paper in the offertory basket near the end of service. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again. And now, we want to welcome our live streamers. You're in a very important part of our community. Let's turn around and give them a friendly wave. And now, time for our invocation and opening song.
And before we start this, let's take a moment to greet each other. I would say with a high five with a I behold the Christ in you. Take your time now and do that now. and Carl Open. Good morning. All right, now let's all remain standing and sing our invocation together. Here we go.
There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in me. God the good, God the good, God the good, omnipotent.
2, 3, 4.
Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, so please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Another day goes by and still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. We want the world to know we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Each and every day, there's no other way. It's up to you. Put a little love in your heart. Come on now, come on now. Come on now, put a little love in your heart.
Oh, thank you very much for that energy. And now we invite our children to join the teachers for youth and family ministry. Let's bless our children as they leave. We love you, we bless you, we behold the light in you.
We are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. We are walking in the light, in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
And now Susan will join me up here to kick off the announcements.
Good morning, all. You may be aware that we've had in this country and in this, this world some significant disasters. some things that have happened to folks, such as fires and bad storms and all kinds of adverse events. And I thought it'd be a time for us to hold those folks in our prayers, take a moment of silence. Before we do that, I want us to go to affirming prayers. Don't go to, oh my gosh, and oh, how awful, and all of those things that our human nature wants us to do. Don't catastrophize. Let's go to a place of knowing the resources for those folks, knowing wisdom for them and those who will be caring for them, knowing the helpers show up. Look for the helpers, Mr. Rogers, okay? So let's stay in that place of affirmation, not worry, not fretting. So we'll just do a minute, and let's do a minute in the silence of just holding these folks in affirming prayers. And so it is. Thank you.
Thanks, Susan. And today, right after service, please come to the Swanson Chapel for a community prayer circle. Let's join in our collective spiritual energy in affirmative prayer. Then, please head to the community room for brunch. We will have pulled pork, not pork, sliders, potato salad, baked beans, fruit, and cupcakes for dessert. Elaine Fisher Community Cupboard team members, please bring your lunch to the strong room for a meeting during brunch. After brunch, we will move back to the sanctuary. We're just going to cover the whole building. You know, if you've seen every area, then you know you've done it right. But after brunch, we will move back to the sanctuary for a workshop with Rev Myra. Be sure to stay for an inspiring and interactive 2-hour workshop designed to help you reconnect with the deepest part of yourself and awaken the fire within. And thank you again for the workshop. Take a break from your week as we get started here for Centering Prayer with Susan at 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday, August 11th. Register to receive the meeting link in your email. Next Sunday, August 16th, join Ashley in the bookstore for Mindful Morning at 9:15 a.m. to explore various mindfulness techniques and engage in group discussion that enable you to live a more intentional and fulfilling life. Then we have another amazing speaker, Reverend Dr. Jane Simmons, who will explore what it means to romance a desired future into expression. Unity's third principle tells us that our thoughts create our experience of reality. How do we use this principle to become an avenue of transformation and bring forth a future that works for all? And our featured musician will be our friend, Jessica Marr. Yay. After service next week, please join Tracy Suplee for a memorial service for her father, Bob Suplee. We will gather outside around the peace pole, and then you are invited for light refreshments in the community room. Thursday, August 20th at 5 p.m., experience the heart-opening magic of a ceremonial cacao circle, followed by an immersive sound journey featuring over 50 hand-played traditional instruments. We are honored to host Jorge Munet, a shaman visiting from Peru, for a transformative evening of deep healing, sacred sounds, and community connection. Scan the QR code or check eNews to purchase your tickets. And that's Thursday, August 20th. We are celebrating our UCR kids this month by asking for donations of $5 to $20 gift cards to Walmart or Target to help our youth buy school supplies and other items for a successful school year. And then, on August 30th, YFM will enjoy a morning of fun and games, and you are invited with to an ice cream social following this service to help kick off the school year. Our prayer partners today are Jan and Susan. Thank you very much. And they'll be right there by the prayer room off to my right. And now, our congregational song.
Please stand as you're able and join us in singing Freedom from My Fear. 2, 3, 4. As insubstantial as a shadow. Fear has no power over you, so sweep it up and let it go. Freedom, oh freedom, I've got freedom from my fear. Let's hear ya. It is as insubstantial as a shadow. Fear has no power over you. So sweep it up and let it go. Sweep it up and let it go. Singing freedom, oh freedom. I've got freedom from my freedom,
Thank you very much. Now, please join me in saying our statement of purpose. Unity is a positive path for spiritual living. We gather to create an experience of spirit. At UnityCR, we offer practical teachings that empower abundant and meaningful living. Meeting you right where you are, we endeavor to provide a variety of ways to support your path of spiritual living. Our mission is to provide spiritual awareness and share the wonder and joy of God's love. The daily word for today is joy. Let's affirm together, joy lives in my heart and blesses my life. Joy lives in me as an aspect of my divine inheritance. I feel it as the love in my heart and the peace in my soul that colors my every experience. Even as the rhythms of life shift, joy is my constant companion. When living feels light, joy is in the harmony in my relationships, the laughter in my celebrations, and the satisfaction in my soul. When living feels heavy, joy is still present as my peaceful bearing and faith-filled presence. My joy blesses me daily, but it is not for me alone. I share it generously. I rejoice in being a source of light in times of peace and a shelter in times of trouble. I am blessed to live a joyful life, and I affirm God's joy is my joy today and every day. The Bible verse is from Job chapter 8, verse 21. He will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy.
We get to sing again. So why don't you get up on your feet again, if that's okay? If you feel like it. If you don't, that's fine too. This is an old favorite from Peter, Paul, and Mary, Pete Seeger. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, well, I got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song
So let us take that song into our hearts as we turn within. And we begin to close our eyes or lower our gaze. And just the beauty and the strength of this wonderful morning as we come together. Feeling the power of community. And the gift of life that is so present right here and right now. Recalling Susan's message to not be weary, to not be worried. To hear the wisdom of the daily word, to allow joy to fill our hearts. And to hear the power, the vibrancy of our meditation song. If I had a hammer, that hammer is sacred power. Sacred power to bring forward justice, sing out freedom, the power of love to bring us all together. This is a vision that we hold for all. And in this morning, we remember that this vision is possible. It is so easy to be caught up in despair. It is so easy to fret, to become anxious. And yet we always can turn within. We can always remember the sacred truth that God is here, right here within us as our refuge and as our power. There is one presence and one power, God, absolute truth that lives within all beings at all times, everywhere present. And this truth is present right here and right now in all beings. And in this sacred moment, we call it forward. We know, yes, we know, there is so much pain, there is so much hardship, there is so much heartache happening in the world. Our sweet earth is crying out. There are people hurting, and yet our power is large enough, our hearts are large enough to pour out power and strength, to heal, to be filled with divine ideas, to bring forward unity and love, to expand faith, to imagine. One power, one presence. Now. If I had a hammer, that hammer is sacred power. That power is love. let us join together in love. Let us stand together in faith. And let us know the truth. From this place, we begin to see we take our action with clarity, vision, and we move forward. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. This world can be cold and bitter, but am I really gonna hide forever? Over and over, light shine, let your light shine for all to see. Light a full, fan the flame and make it grow. So there's no doubt or denying. Let it burn so brightly that everyone around can see that it's you, that we need. Start a fire in me. You only need a spark to start the whole blaze. It only takes a little faith. Let's start it right here in this city. These old walls will never be the same. Over and over again, I hear the voice in your head. They need to know, I need to go. Spirit, won't you fall on my heart now? Start a fire in my soul. Fan the flame and make it grow. So there's no doubt or denying. Let it burn so brightly that everyone around can see that it's you, that we need. Start a fire in me. You are the fire, you are the flame, you are the light on the darkest day. We have the hope, we bear your name, carry the news that you have come to save. You have come to save. Start a fire in my soul, fan the flame and let it grow. So there's no doubt or denying. Oh, let it burn so brightly that everyone around can see that it's you, that we need. Start a fire in me. You are the fire, you are the flame, you are the light on my darkest day. Start a fire in me.
Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. That was just amazing. Wow. Oh, it gave me chills, I gotta say. And I don't know, get chills with a fire is really hard to do. But anyway, you know, the great theologian Howard Thurman, he said this. He said, don't ask what the world needs. He said, no, don't do that. Instead, ask what puts a flame in you. Ask what makes you come alive. And I think there's a lot of wisdom in that, because when you look at what brings passion in you, that's what you want to go out and do. Because a lot of us can do what's needed. Don't we do that all the time? And look at the energy we do when we do what is needed. How many of you like to do what is needed? Right? But when you do what makes you come alive, how many of you love to do that? Yeah, right? Amen to that. And that's what Howard Thurman is getting at. Pay attention to what makes you come alive. And if you do that, and the world needs you to do that, imagine what could happen. Imagine the power that you would bring into the world. Now, this is what Unity is talking about when Unity emphasizes the power of zeal. And I have been known to have a lot of zeal. But here's the good news. There isn't a person in here that doesn't have the power of zeal. And some of you that are known for being quiet, you can quietly raise your hands. You also have the power of zeal. Because we all do. We all do. Some of us just have that inner fire burning wildly inside. We all have the power of zeal. It just expresses in unique ways in all of us. But it is that power that is life, that's energetic, that comes forward in a way to propel us forward, to go forward and be expressed as life itself, as the divine. And it's such a beautiful thing because we all know it and we all recognize it uniquely in our souls. But the problem that so often happens is we get caught up in life, and we get caught up in responsibility, and we get caught up in taking care of people, our children, our parents, our obligations, paying the bills, taking care of our yards, our, all of our stuff. We get caught up in doing all the things that life is about, and we do it, we make appointments, we do all the stuff, and then we kind of lose touch with what keeps us alive. And we get distracted. We get on our phones, and we start playing all these games on our phones, and pretty soon, we have no life in that. I mean, how much time do we spend on our phones scrolling and watching and binge watching things, and is it really full of life? And then pretty soon we start to wonder, what happened to that passion? I mean, how much passion do I have binge watching TV with my husband on the couch eating ice cream? Not that much, There's only so much when he says, well, what series should we watch next? There's only so much we can do. But I don't really feel like I'm coming alive doing that, but it's a rut we're kind of in, do you see? And yet, that flame, that inner flame, I really don't think that's what Howard Thurman was talking about. It didn't really get me into zest. But that beautiful flame that was once there is kind of in a low ember when I get in that. But yet, here's the good news. That flame is still there, and it's still there in all of us. It's always there. It's always present. And we are meant to bring it alive and bring it out. It is something that we're meant to call out and live from and bring it into the world in our own unique way. Not only for us. We're meant to use it as an inspiration for others as well. Because when we bring that fire out, it reminds others to bring their aliveness out as well. And so that is the catalyst that it's all about. So I'm going to share with you a couple stories today about how to ignite that fire. And what better way than to be the example, right? So I'm going to be the example. So I'm going to tell you about myself a little bit. And my first story is about how that fire started in me that I can recognize. So it starts when I was a little kid. I was about 8, and I grew up in a single parent family, and so I didn't grow up with organized religion. I grew up with a Japanese mom, and she was of the Shinto faith. So that's an earth religion in Japan. So she didn't believe in organized religion. But I had this wild passion for God, and I wanted to go to church badly. And she just didn't go for that. I mean, she thought, why do you want to do that? What kid wants to go to church? Nobody wants to go to church. But I did. So I would ask my friends, could I please go to church with you? And they're like, why do you want to make me go to church? What is wrong with you? So they would ask their parents, and we'd huddle in the car, and I'd be in the back seat so excited, and we'd go to church. And I went to a variety of churches that way. And I remember walking by a church that had a marquee that said Sunday school at 9. So I would be so excited, I'd walk myself to church. So I went to a variety of Christian churches by the time I was 11 and 12. And then I remember it was so interesting that being exposed to all those things, I absolutely loved it. And so by the time I was a young teenager, I had already become a Catholic by myself. And so I was so proud to be a Catholic until I rode a bus, and then I found a young person who gave me a pamphlet, and then I became a Baha'i. So, oh my God, that was the next best thing. So now I became a Baha'i, and it was so amazing. And so I was a Baha'i for a year. And that was truly amazing until I had a friend who studied Hinduism. Well, now I became a Hindu. And so that was wonderful. And then he went off to New York, and he learned about meditation and taught me about Ram Dass. Be here now. Om. So I started meditating, and my mom thought I had lost my mind because now I was sitting on the floor meditating and refusing to eat meat. And she didn't know what had happened to her daughter. And I remember my mom saying, oh, God, could you just be normal? What happened to my daughter? Could you just be normal? I'm going to have grandkids someday, and they're never going to go to McDonald's. And she was like, just be normal. Oh, but there I was, 15, a vegetarian, chanting, saying Om, and reading Be Here Now. And so that was me. And then I got into my 20s, and met a medicine woman from my tribe. I'm half Ojibwe. And so she was a medicine woman who was also an ethnobotanist. So I studied with her for many years, and it was fantastic. I learned so much, and she was the steward of a small island in Lake Michigan. So I would go there, and I studied about ethnobotany and all of that. And so I was there until I learned about Siddha Yoga. So now I got another guru. So you can see where I was going. This was me, and I was going all over. Then, of course, because my mind was fascinated with esoteric traditions, I was also in Eckankar, and I learned about a channel, and so I studied with a channel, and that was fascinating. And then, by now, I learned about unity. And so I'd been in unity for quite a while. And then I became a minister 18 years ago. And so now I've been a minister for 18 years. So you can see the path I've been on. The whole time, I had a wild, wild passion for God. Somebody once said, you have 2 addictions. They're not going to say the first one, but the second one was for God. So, and I could see it all my life. I had a passion for God. Nothing could stop me. Nothing. Even as a teenager, and as a teenager, I experimented with drinking with my friends, and we'd go out into the park, and we'd have awful Boone's Farm beer and wine, and I would be out in the park, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, drinking Strawberry Hill. And they're like, could you stop that? Could you? I said, sing with me. It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible. But it was still with me no matter what. And that was my passion. And now I don't drink and chant. I just chant. But it was always with me. And so that was my fire. And it will be with me till the day I'm no longer here. And it will probably follow me into the next realm. But that's a fire. The next person I want to tell you about is somebody that you may already be familiar with, but he probably won't follow you here. And that is Thelonious Monk. Some of you may know him. He is a jazz legend, right? Yes. So some of you may be familiar with this jazz great. He is fantastic. He also followed his inner spark. Now, if you don't know him, you might be familiar with his beautiful music, Blue Monk or Round Midnight. You might know that music. He's great. But he had a style that was so unconventional. And if you loved him, you loved him. But I will tell you that a lot of people didn't love him. They didn't love him, they didn't like his style. He also had a mental illness, so he was challenged in his way. But his divine spark was so powerful that he just allowed it to lead him in his life, and he didn't have a lot of support for it in his life. And he said that no matter what, because he didn't sound like anybody else, he was committed to doing what he wanted to do. And he said, don't listen to what anybody tells you. Be yourself. Be yourself. And just be true to yourself. If the public doesn't like what you're doing, ignore it. Let them catch up with you. And if they don't catch up with you, forget about them. And so what others thought was what he had as mistakes, he had the space in his music, and they thought that those were his errors. Those spaces in his music became his trademark, and those became part of his genius. People began to see how that was part of what made for a unique space and what made him so influential. And I love that because I think he's really profound. My husband is a jazz musician in Kansas City. He's a very well-known jazz musician in Kansas City. And he loves Thelonious Monk and Charlie Parker, who's from Kansas City. But anyway, he loves Thelonious Monk. And I love who Thelonious Monk is because he teaches us to follow our inner fire no matter what. Because for many of us, we want to follow that inner fire, but we're afraid. We want to follow what we're driven to do, but we want approval. What if somebody doesn't like what we're doing? What if I want to create? What if I want to be a potter? What if I want to take on a new vocation, but nobody thinks I can do it? What if I want to go in a new direction or change my life, but nobody is supporting me? Am I willing to be courageous and follow my heart and soul anyway? Do I trust enough that I have the ability, that I am enough, that I can hear enough who I am to be who I am? That's why I think Thelonious Monk is powerful. He is a great example of being true to yourself and listening to your spark. Because so many of us, we give up and we sabotage our spark in order to follow the crowd, or we relinquish who we are because we want all of that support, or we want the approval of others. And so I think he is so much a wonderful example to not do that very thing. In fact, his fame didn't come until much later in his life. So the last example I want to give you is somebody in my community. And she is somebody who would not describe herself as extraordinary at all, but I think she's very extraordinary. She's in the center of that group picture. Her name is Danny, and she has a heart for feeding hungry people that are homeless. And what happened is she had a passion for feeding people that were hungry. And so she started going out to some homeless camps, and she joined an organization that started going out during the week and started feeding people. And she came back to our community and said, "Hey, do you think we could do that?" And she put together an idea of creating a drive-through pantry about 2.5 years ago. And it was a huge endeavor to do that. So we started to put together an opportunity. We have a portico in the front of our church where we organize about 20 to 25 volunteers. We have an ongoing food pantry, and we partner with another nonprofit organization every first Saturday of the month. But she created this whole situation, and it's a massive food collection. And I will tell you, it all happened because of her vision of feeding people. We were originally told by another nonprofit organization that there are no hungry people in the Northland, in Kansas City. None. There are no hungry people, because they didn't want to do it. So we were told, no. When that folds, you'll find out there are no hungry people, so don't waste your time. But she said, don't believe it. We're going to try this, and if it fails, but let's do it. She kept holding the vision. She put it together. We've been doing it for 2.5 years, and just last Saturday, we had our drive-through pantry. It starts at 11 in the morning. Cars start lining up on the outside. We have a parking lot like yours. We have 2 of them, one on either side, and they line up on one side of the parking lot. They line up, and they go the periphery of the parking lot on the side, and then they go down the street. They start at 6:30 in the morning, and they go all around and down the street, and that pantry doesn't open until 11 in the morning. I'm not kidding you. Yeah, every first Saturday, they're there for 4.5 hours. And they never complain, because I do all the registrations with another person, and they are grateful and happy. They take naps, and they are smiling, and I do all the registrations. I know everybody, and they couldn't be more glad. I know their names, we know each other, and it is just a joyful, loving exchange. Last Saturday, we met with 193 families, came through in an hour and 45 minutes. 193 families, yep. And so that was 639 people, which included 100 children. And so all of that happened, and that happens every month. And so these people get fed, and we're in the Northland in Kansas City. They come from Kansas, which is about 30 minutes west. They come from farther north in Missouri. They come from south in Missouri. They come from all over. Word gets around, and they just come because they want to come. They come. Bring their brothers, they bring their sisters, they bring folks that are older. They just come. And it is such a heartwarming thing. It's a way we live our vision statement, to just love and provide abundance and care for one another. And I'll tell you that I am so grateful to do it. It's just one way to be loving in the world. So this morning I tell you about 3 ways that we've found to ignite the fire in this way. The first story I told you was about a little girl, right? A little girl who couldn't stop seeking God. That was me. The second story I told you was about a man who refused to sound like anyone else. And that's how he ignited his fire. And the third one I told you was about a woman who wanted to feed those who were unhoused and hungry. These are 3 very different expressions of how to ignite the fire, but they were all from the divine within. And it was all about the power of zeal. From the book of Timothy, we hear these words. For this reason, I remind you, fan into flame the gift of God that is within you. Fan into flame the gift of God in you. I'd like you to watch this video.
It's your thing. Do what you wanna do. I can't tell you what song you do. Said it's your thing. Do what you wanna do. Said I can't tell you what song you do. If you want me to love you, maybe I will. Believe me, woman, it ain't no big deal. Oh, you need love now, just as bad as I do. Makes me no difference now. Who you think you're banging to? Oh, it's your thing. Do what you wanna do. Say, I can't tell you what I shock you to. Say, it's your thing. Do what you wanna do now.
So, what's your thing? What are you going to do? How are you going to ignite your fire? What is one important step you can take this week to really bring your fire and make it come alive even more? If you haven't done it, what's one thing you can do to make it come alive? And if you already are doing it, what's one more thing? One more thing to light that fire, right? Because this is the time Spirit is saying, don't hold back. You know, we've been hearing the music today. It's about, really bringing it out. The world needs you to bring that passion out. This is the time. So light that fire. Light that fire and let your fire shine. Let it be an inspiration, not just for you, but let it be an inspiration for the world. This is the time, and the time is now. Don't hold back. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that message. And as our ushers come forward, I'd like to remind everyone, if you have set up regular electronic giving or would like to give online today, please find your online giving card or raise your hand if you need one. We invite you and those of you online to make your contribution at unitycr.org. Please hold your love offering or card for a blessing. We bless these baskets and the abundance they will receive. We give abundantly, we receive with gratefulness, and from our hearts we give again generously. Please know our offertory statement with me. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
When I chose this song, the weather was really good. So, and we also chose this, I chose it for 2 rings because I love it. And also, we've got a member of our band that after next week is going to go off to college, and we're going to miss him so much. Trey Dooley will be with us 1 more week. He's promised that he'll come back. But we wanted to really let him play the instrument that he really has a passion for, the tenor sax.
Okay.
Oh, Mom.
Got this. Okay.
Two, three, four.
Sky smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright, noticing the days hurrying by. Blue skies, blue skies shining at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Oh, blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies, nothing from now, nothing but blue skies from now on.
Thank you very, very much for that. All right. And now, the blessing of our offerings and prayer intentions. Freely we give, and gratefully we receive. We dedicate and consecrate these tithes, gifts, and offerings to the will, the work, and the way of the Christ as it expresses through this ministry of love and service. We bless the members of our spiritual community who have made known their prayer requests. We surround them with our loving thoughts and prayers. We affirm and know that each person is blessed with wisdom and discernment, health and wholeness, and prosperity in good measure. We release these requests, trusting that all is well. Amen. And some brief after-service reminders of the prayer circle in the chapel, then brunch in the community room. Remember, we're going to do our lap. And the Elaine Fisher Community Cupboard meeting in the strong room. And then, most importantly, workshop with Reverend Myra in the sanctuary. And now, the peace song.
3, 2, 2, 3.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyful vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us.
I am the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
I am the power of God.
The presence of God watches over us.
I am the presence of God.
Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Thank you.
So let's do it from your solo, okay? So, from the sax solo, yeah. The third verse? Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and blue days,
All of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Noticing the days hurrying by. Blue sky is smiling at me. Nothing but blue
sky. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, my how they fly. Oh, blue skies, I'm flying them gone. Nothing but blue skies. No, no one. Nothing but blue skies.